So one of my personal favorites is Judge My Past. At the beginning of the song, it says, based on a true story. I notice there's a lot of deep lyrics, stories about hard living in that song. Off the record, well, I guess we're on the record, but it is
1,000% true.
Okay, yeah, 1,000% true. And I thought it was. I didn't think you'd put out something out there that was, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But so, do you know anybody from that song who's like told you, like, hey, man?
It's so wild, bro. That's something to me that's still surreal, and I still have problems sometimes answering or replying to those emails because it's like I didn't do it. I didn't write the song to help people. I wrote it to help me, and not knowing that it was going to help people.
Oh, okay.
Which is really cool. I may have worded that wrong. I did it because I needed to get it off my chest and let people know my real past and what's really, why I am the way I am. And I've always been very vocal about my mental health and issues and my drug addictions. And so I put that out. And when you get a random message from a guy, man, I was sitting at the riverbank last week with my pistol loaded in my mouth and hear this song out of the blue because it was on my recommended.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, dude, man, how do you respond to that? Other than, hey, man, there's always something better. Like, I don't know. So I involuntarily became a therapist. And I was like, man, this is, dude, I had no idea. It was pretty impactful. And
it's hard to wrap your brain around.
Yeah, and it was honestly, man, it was one of those things that I'm from such a good, close-knit, well-rounded family. And I was the only one that strayed down that path. And it was kind of like they knew, everybody always knew. We never really talked a whole lot about it other than like if I got in trouble or something, they needed to know, whatever.
Sure.
That was kind of my way to just tell the family, like, this is everything you've heard and gossip through town. It's probably true. And by putting it in a song and video, it was just my way of being able to express that to them. And, just to hear those calls from your mom, like, that is so good. I love it. I never want to listen to it again. Because we know
the worry.
Yeah, man. It's to be away from all that.
I believe, dude, that there's very little coincidences in life. And so, who knows, at some point, a higher force, God could have made you go through some stuff, or it could be you who did it or whatever, but inadvertently it's helped save somebody.
Absolutely. What was wild to that, and you can cut any of this just because it's on my mind to sidetrack. When I went out on the road and started doing music heavily and cruising on the bus and doing all this and that, I had been clean a long time since then. I lived my rock star life before I got into music.
Yeah. I
lived that when I was playing ball, when I was making money, and all that. So I got all that out of me in my early to mid 20s. The entire time I was on the road, never did cocaine, never did drugs. I was drinking, but I never had any of that stuff. 11 years, and then I was talking. I relapsed 6 months ago.
Oh man,
2 days. And I think that was God saying, hey, you need a reminder. And that was it. That's all I needed. I was like, oh yeah, I remember why I stopped. Never had it. And it wasn't that I had an urge. I was with somebody that I'd been around all my life and hung with, and they had, I'm good. Next day I'm about to call, hey man, can I? Nope. I'm just holding the phone up. But, so I've always been vocal about it. I think it all happened. That was my talk with my higher power, saying, "Hey, you need this right now to remind yourself of what you can go back to if you don't stay on the right road."
Yeah, and thank you for sharing that, bro.
I had to stop doing Judge My Past live. I couldn't get through it.
Wow.
Wake up every time I started getting choked up and shit. I'm like, because it was terrible, man. I went from having everything. And, my dad was just, my town, 15, 20,000 people, but my dad was the superintendent of schools. His brother was the athletic director and head football coach for 25 years. My mom was a teacher. We knew everybody. So it was so hard.
You can't keep a secret.
Right. And I felt like such an embarrassment and a letdown to a small town for so long. And that's one of my big issues with mental health is I didn't make the NFL. So I thought I let my whole town down because I'm always behind my back. I made it all the way to the Arena League and played Division I football. But I fought for 5 seasons. That's when I got into drugs. So I just felt like I let everybody down. I was working. And then I got the music, started having success. Didn't care about any of that again.
Yeah, right.
And then when I was like, I'm about to retire. I'm getting out of it. I was in a bad place. Didn't know if I wanted to continue with this. I think that's really why he was like, here, do this one time and remember why you quit all this shit and got your life straight the first time. So it's been.
Well, thank you for sharing that, bro. And I mean, I wasn't trying to pry.
I don't know, man. I don't mind talking about it.
It could help somebody.
I don't mind talking about it. I don't mind speaking, doing engagements, especially young kids, schools, whatnot. That's kind of like my. Dude, I get so tired of 15 years of going to sitting on the couch just like this, talking to somebody that I've never met in my life.
Yeah.
I don't mind because this is therapy for me. Get it out. So.
Hey.
It is what it is.
Hey, man, I love bringing the raw interviews, so thank you for that, man.
Oh, yeah.
And in no way are we going to exploit that in any kind of way. We are going to put, we are about positive stuff. So, and on my channel the other day, I went live and I was like, hey, guys, tell your story. And so there was like probably 15, 20, not a lot of people, but 15 or 20 people that's been following me for a long time. I didn't know, but a lot of them were ex-addicts.
Okay.
Hey, I've been clean for 10 years. Hey, and I was like, let's celebrate this.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We're celebrating.